Don't mind me, I'm just drinking Gatorade. Oh, and speaking of Gatorade, hello everybody, I'm Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, and today I'm going to be mentioning an update where things are going to probably be a bit different. So, if you guys do know about the old computer, the old computer when I did streams back then, while I played Five at Freddy's, then yes, that's the one I'm talking about. That's probably going to no longer be up there. Because I'm not talking about the video kind, I'm talking about like the the computer model that probably is going to probably be no longer up there. Because here's what my point is. So, my point is, by any chance, that I actually am wanting to say is that, well, I'm going to probably be making videos with like a TV computer. So, if any of you guys do know what a TV computer means, it's kind of more of a joke, actually, that I kind of had it for like almost 8 to 9 years. That I barely had it when I was a kid, or even probably maybe as a baby, which I probably don't know if I ever had that one to begin with, but I probably did had it for like barely 8 or 9 years ago. 9 years ago that I did have that TV, and especially again, it's gonna probably called a TV computer. Which, if any of you guys do not know what that is, then I'm just making this a joke. Which it's probably going to be a computer, but it's just more likely a TV computer, which I know it seems a weird name to name a thing called a TV computer, but it's just the name that I really recently would say. So, as in for late, that there's going to probably be changes with the gaming stuff and a little bit more of switching around. If that's probably what I'm going to be saying necessarily, is that things are going to probably be changing around for the better of me playing gaming videos, which it's going to probably be a bit different to be this complete obvious that I probably am going to say is that, yeah, I probably would say that for the less that I would say. Now, what I'm going to say, by the way, by any chance, is that I probably will play Left 4 Dead 2 on part 1, which I did have a thumbnail, which I recently do have a thumbnail that I could actually have that started, and I could really recently have that to begin with, and will play the game if, like I said, if I do get the time to play Left 4 Dead 2 in pretty much likely, in part 1. So, especially whenever I do get started to do part 1 and stuff, then it's when I probably will get the time to have that started and will probably get the chance to play the game, which I'll play my favorite characters is Nick and Francis, which I could finally be playing the game. So, just as in for like, you know, for example and stuff, is that whenever I get part 1 officially started, I'm going to probably be testing the sound bar to see if it's not too extremely loud, not to kind of blow my ears. Because I have a lot of sensitivity, a little bit that I'm probably a bit of a sensitivity person that, that I don't even feel things that sometimes I may feel some things that may actually kind of trigger me. That, one's probably my ears, one's probably my eyes because I hate being flashed in the face. And then, for example, that my mouth has also been very sensitive as well. If my mouth's already been pretty sensitive, like if I have to open wide, which is probably going to be a little bit different for me, for example. So that's just what I want to be pointing out. And for example, that there probably will be some good things coming around with the new TV computer that I may recently will try to play, which I gotta say, Left 4 Dead 2 is gonna be my very first time to play the game, to be completely frankly honest, that it actually will give me a good set of start, change, and pace that I probably am very gonna be happy just to probably like get things a little bit easier with me and play the game, and so that way I could probably make it even better and make it even awesome. That's it only depends if I actually do pretty well. Now, as in from the screen, I think the screen is going to kind of be a bit bad. Because the reason why it's going to be a bit bad is because it depends on with the big screen that doesn't go a little bit more likely. Because I figured out a little bit about my TV computer. All I got to do is kind of like move it from like, a bit wide, a bit right there. and then, just shrink and then bring it right up there. So what I'm saying is that it's just going to probably be a bit of a different change up with like the new updated things. I will be recently playing some games on my TV computer that's going to either be Steam or non-Steam. And also, just for the record for everybody, is that I don't want to be getting some Steam games because the reason why I kind of refuse by doing them is because it's going to be too many games to be full. It means I'm not an idiot, it means it's just going to be too full. Because, I mean, when it's too full, it means that I can't be physically redoing them. Because, I mean, it took so many times that I've been saying is that once it does it, it's probably not going to work because there are some games that are very important to me that I don't want to get rid of. Because, I mean, for the fact that the sample I'm saying is that I don't want to physically just play Steam games. I mean, there's only a ton of few Steam games I'd rather play off recording, which means physically that I'm not doing them for on recording, that I'm physically talking right now. I'm just saying that there's going to be a time that there's just going to be a thing where I probably will say no or yes because my answer's already kind of been no. For the example that I will say the word no is because it's just going to be that way, which I just want to be frankly honest and very completely honest with myself is that it's just going to kind of be a more of a no to me because it's going to kind of be a no. And then as in for like the non-Steam games, I can still do them while going on Game Chult. So remember, when I go on Game Troll, by the way, I, for myself, by the way, am going to say is that if I do go on Game Troll, by the way, is that physically, number one, is that I am allowed to play non-Steam games because it doesn't full up the Steam game stuff. Because if it just goes too big, it means I can't be doing them. Because, trust me, I had to deal with what I got to deal with on Steam. Because, I mean, sure, I may have deleted a few different games, but I'm not going to physically get rid of the favorite ones I don't want to tarnishly get rid of because seriously, it will make me lose a few bit of nostalgia ones that I've recently liked. That's the problem with it. So remember, if anybody's asking me to play a Steam game, the answer is no. I'm sorry. The answer is no because I refuse of no. And then the only question is I'll still play non-Steam games with non-Steam games that I can still do, which is a thumbs up for right now, which is a thumbs up. So that's just what I want to be saying for the fact that I'm just saying is true. And now, what I want to be saying that me and Iceheart had a conversation on Discord, that we had a conversation that we were talking about that the nonsense that's been going on my Discord lately. Because I mean, yeah, me and him have been talking on Discord. I mean, I wish I could still record that, but it's probably going to be a less of waste of time than that anyway. Because I probably would not want to do it because there's going to be some hated people by saying it's like, oh, let's just go ruin his day on Discord and keep making him mad. Well, I probably say I'm very much likely being a smart man to be careful because, trust me, I seriously want to be in a low profile. What a low profile means is not bring too many things big, which means I'm just saying that I want to be in a low profile on Discord, which means I'd rather want to be alone on Discord. Even if I'm off Discord, it means I don't respond because, I mean, remember, there are going to be some times when me and Iceheart will enforce the rules completely. Because, I mean, me and Iceheart are in charge in Discord because we're both the bosses on Discord. Literally both bosses on my new Discord. And just remember, the old Discord needs to go bye-bye. Because, I mean, it brings me back bad memories of that. Because I don't want to see it again. The reason why I don't want to see it again is because it's my mental health. Because I couldn't physically, can't keep taking it anymore. Because I decided to stop talking on Discord. And remember, if people were to be my fans, that I'm recently talking about the Discord people, they would have not said the N word, they would have not caused destruction, and they would have not broke the rules of 2, 3, and 4. And then 5. Those are 5 rules that they've broke. Literally 4 of those rules. I mean, physically, that they should have really not done that anyway. I mean, if they would have not done it, then why did they still continued? Which I'm just trying to say, by the way, is that there's going to be a time where I want this to kind of stop. Because, I mean, if it just doesn't stop, me and Iceheart will be the ones pretty much giving the other people huge consequences and will be pretty much in big trouble. And I mean, seriously, big trouble. And I mean, they don't want to hear anything for what I'm going to say. Is if they don't want to listen, then stop talking. Because the only two choices that the Discord people need to listen to is that they either need to get off Discord, touch grass, spend time with family, spend time with friends, and whatever. So if that is going to be good, then please do me a favor and do them. Okay? And then number 2 that I want to be pointing out is that if I'm not on Discord, it means I have to deal with outside of things. I have to deal with outside of things. Okay? I am a serious person. And if anybody doesn't want to take me seriously, then don't challenge me. Because I've been through a ton of stress and hell that I don't want to be getting more new ones in my face. Because I mean, I'm just trying to enjoy the year of 2025 where the world could be healing again. That's what I'm trying to do. But until these answers that I'm saying is that people need to use their head, not try to not think. They need to think. By saying it's like, oh, we should not bother Devin-Foxy. We're sorry. And then my answer is that I'll forgive them. But if they still keep doing this, me and Iceheart will have a choice to make. And will actually have them gone. Permanently. Which I mean, they do not want to keep going this further. Because all my Discord people that I usually sometimes don't talk about every time, that I usually don't talk about because, one, I know they're going to break the rules. Even if they try to say that, oh, that, if they were trying to lie, it still is a lie. Because, I mean, this is exactly why I follow the rules of the order and law. Because, seriously, I pretty much know about law, okay? I know about the Constitution. Seriously, everybody does. Literally in America, everybody literally does. Like, seriously, my answer is to me that sometimes there's going to be a thing where I'm going to be off Discord, okay? I don't want to hear any complaints from people who's going to say is like, oh, where's Devin-Foxy? Where is he? Dude, it's been enough, okay? You don't have to keep responding my name. Like, people need to talk to people. That is not me. Okay? Just talk to regular people. I mean, it's not the end of the world, okay? It just isn't the end of the world here. Seriously, it's not the end of the world here, okay? We can literally be going on and on and on for shitty hours. I mean, seriously, it's just gonna die, okay? It's gonna die. 100%. It's just going to die. Because, I mean, like this or not, it's just going to die. Basically, about me going on about me responding to pretty much my fans on Discord. Well, I got some news for this. Is that if they have already said the N word, then why do they keep still saying them? Because, I mean, if they were my fans, then fucking why keep responding that word? Because it freaking annoys me. Seriously, I'm not trying to be the guy that who's saying it's like, oh, he's racist. Well, I'm not racist. I'm just saying it's gonna get old. Like, nobody in the world should be using that word, especially when when a black says it to another black, okay? It's better to say that phrase. But when it's just like, you know, pretty much like a black to a white. That's a red flag. It's literally a red flag. That it's seriously that way. Like, this is exactly why I've been not saying on anything on Discord. Because, seriously, it just really angers me a lot. Because I'm trying not to get angry on Discord. Because I have a real thing I want to confess. For the people, just be on both sides. That's my YouTube or Discord. Listen, I suffer from stress and anger that should be taken seriously of my anger and frustration. Because, again, I suffer those a long ago that nobody should not be taking that on me. Because, I mean, if anybody does try and take that on me, dude, you're facing real consequences that you're facing on me for nothing. Because, I mean, seriously, saying names on me isn't going to do a thing on me, okay? It doesn't say anything. It's not going to stick my answer. It's just never going to stick, okay? Like, I'm a real person who has responsibilities that I really almost mean an adult. Seriously, I would even grow a big giant ass beard if I was ever 30 years old. Seriously, I would rather be doing adult stuff than dealing with this in Discord because people who have never been outside needs to be outside. Because I mean, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if somebody says like, "Oh, we want to keep staying on Discord more." Well, it's going to damage your fucking brain. It's going to damage your brain if you do that. Because I mean, I've talked to Iceheart before that I am more of a YouTube person. Because I mean, me and him agree on similar things. Because I mean, it's good that me and Iceheart are actually taking care of different balances on Discord that we're doing pretty well to like enforce these rules. Now, it's not gonna be the first time I'm gonna make my own kind of rules along with me and Iceheart to make them. But like I said, every single rule is going to be followed, which means likely that me and him are going to probably be dealing with anyway. And I mean, if there's going to be some new ones, then yes, they might be added in there. Because I mean, it's just going to be about time that it's just going to happen. Because it's just going to happen. And then, as in for the old group Discord chat, is going to be terminated. It's going to be terminated. Like, I want the group old chat to be extremely terminated, that Iceheart will fully need to delete it. I mean, if anybody of my my Discord people keeps rebringing it back, then Iceheart needs to fully be 100% in charge to get rid of it. Because, I mean, he probably needs to respond to a few people of asking them why. That it's never a good idea to keep bringing, old things back to me because it's just going to keep pissing me off until then I remain being silent. Because, I mean, I just had enough, okay? I mean, this is a full explanation that I actually am willing to be a man about that. And I mean, it's not about me being an ass or being whatever. It's just that I'm being a smart, perspective person. And also, I swear to God, if anybody literally keeps saying for money, I literally am going to freaking, you know what? Exactly. The K word. Because I mean, I'm done hearing that word. By saying it's like, oh, it's for money. Money, money, and money, and money. Well, stop. I said no is no is my final answer. Is completely negative no. Like, why should I be the one caring about like saying is like, what saying is like owing for money? Well, guess what? I deal with a life that I don't want to physically deal with like two different times. With pretty much likely from different times about me not getting freaking angry. Because to the point of the time I might actually go to therapy and talk to my huge problems with the therapist person. Because I mean, I wish I was, but they're just probably going to say the same thing by saying, it's like, oh, but yada 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 blah 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 blah. Seriously, I can't be taking any of this anymore in Discord. I really can't be taking any of this anymore in Discord than it already needs to be. So remember, if Iceheart watches this video, or anybody watches this video, just only on the Discord people, that they need to move on. with their life. They need to move on and talk to new people. Not me, okay? I don't want to be the one going through bullshit, and abuse. I've been saying this for many years. That, again, if this continues on, it's going to be a real sense of trouble. That I want the Discord people to just talk to people. That isn't me. They need to stop spamming my name every second that they'll do it. Because, here's my reason. That I knew they were going to break the fucking rules. I knew they were going to break the rules on my new Discord, okay? I knew that they were just going to break the rules anyway. Because, for the reason why I stayed silent was because I freaking knew they broke the rules the whole time. They broke 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Caused 4 of these rules, not of 1. So it's time again that Iceheart and me are going to enforce the Discord rules permanently and will be enforced. Even if some of them haven't been fully been checked or whatever, then yes, there'll be new rules to be added and there will physically be ton of more fixing up so that way that it just doesn't endlessly defeat the bottom of the cycle. Really doesn't. And also, I'll say this one more last time, and then there's going to be nothing. That I don't want to hear anybody from people by saying is like, if they're going to refuse. Okay, so here's one thing I want to say. One, I'm going to say this is one. That I'm going to say this is that I'm going to say, I'm just trying to think of something, but I really am trying to, so I'm just trying to give myself some time so that way I just need to breathe in anyways. So, I'm going to say this. So, here's what I'm going to say. So, right now, what I'm going to say here is that I'm not always going to be the one being on Discord, okay? I just really am going to say this and state this is to be true. So, here's the thing I'm going to state the fact that's going to be true. The only thing I'm going to say it's true is that I'm not always going to be the one being on Discord, okay? I'm no Discord fat moderator person. I ain't to be that person. Because, I'm not the guy that has a big, huge fucking belly. Because, seriously, I don't even have that. Because, seriously, only fat moderator people do that actually want to be obsessed with it. And I'm no freaking stupid idiot either. Because, seriously, for me, I'm a bit strong, and then that's pretty much what I'm going to say. So, for right now, as in for late, is that just want to say that if this continues on in Discord, then I'm going to have a choice that me and Iceheart will kick the people off and suspend them off the chat. Which, they get some chances that they will need to redeem themselves to stop breaking rules. But if they do it, it's time for them to start learn a lesson. Because seriously, don't want to learn it? Then take a hike. Take a hike in the hill and start screaming from the mountaintops and say is that, why? Seriously, knock it off. And then the only thing I want to say is that I really seriously was pretty mad about the fact about I don't like people especially basically by saying is by saying is my Devin. Dude, stop. It really brings back my life a lot harder than I have to deal with right now. So listen, when people say, when they start saying my Devin, you do realize it sounds pretty gay to me. It sounds fucking gay. I'm not against people who probably are specifically having their sexualities. I'm just saying that, dude, it's fucking gay. Sorry to be mean here, but it actually sounds pretty gay to me. Because I mean, if it were sounding to be a bit gay, then it would have been a freaking gay relationship, which I would stay out of that because I'm not a person who's into dicks. Okay, I ain't into that. The only thing I'm into is pusses. That's it. That's how my sexuality is. Is that I am a freaking straight person. I'm literally straight. I'm into girls. That's final period. Is I mean, I'm saying this again. I have a life to move my life with. Okay, I don't care, and I ain't gonna respond the second time again. Because I mean, if no one listens, take a hike. You're done. Get out. Because I mean, again, listen what I'm saying, and if you don't, that's on you, not me. And don't complain to come back on crying until you start learning a lesson, okay? Start learning a lesson that you actually need to start moving on, okay? So, again, I'm into girls. That's final, okay? I'm going to say this one time as well is that I'm into girls. Fully that I'm into girls. Even hell that Iceheart even fucking understands. Like he already understands I'm into girls. But a few some of the other people on Discord on my Discord chat want to keep denying it. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'm into girls that has pusses. That I'm not usually sometimes the guy who's gonna probably just go explain about sexuality, which it's never been about that. For the one time for the sake of being. Really. I mean, really. So, without that being said, is that remember, again, I'm going to say, hopefully, that you guys enjoy this video. Please be sure to give this one a like and comment, subscribe, and be notified. I just really want to fully understand that I want me and Iceheart to fully commit the understanding. Is that, yes, I did talk to him recently today, that I talked to him about the rule breakers, that they were completely constantly breaking the rules, which is not okay. Seriously, need to be fucking accountable. Like, really need to. Because, I mean, seriously, I don't want to be dealing with, like, old rivalry people, that I might have, like, a close encounter with good similarities with some people. But whenever this brings it back to me, I want to move on with my life. I want to start moving on with my life. If I was ever married, seriously, I want to move on. I don't want to be constantly hearing the discord petty of people not listening. So until then, I probably am going to probably get off, and I'm probably am going to say is I hope that you guys understand what I'm talking about, and I know that this was supposed to be an update, but I probably was a little bit pissed off anyway because I was going to do a little bit less renting, a little bit of it anyway, because they refused to listen. And if I hear the word by saying is like the money thing again, about like saying is like whatever it is, by any reason, by chance, or whatever, then seriously, it makes me freaking mad. Like, seriously, it makes me freaking mad. Like, okay, when the person gives me money, I want to say this is that the answer to my question is no. The reason why it's no is because I don't want to pretty much be associated by many people by saying it's like, oh, he's like giving free money. Well, guess what? I don't want to take money, okay? I don't care if anybody's in for money. I really don't care. Because, I mean, I freaking talked about this on StreamYard the other time. That I've said that, again, I don't have money, okay? Physically, I don't have money, okay? This was already final, and this was never to be brought up anyway for me to explain this crap already. But remember, I don't want to hear a word from people by saying is like, oh, I'm going to give you money. I'm going to give you money. I'm your biggest fan. Well, I'm sorry to tell it to you, man. I don't have freaking million subscribers, okay? You can instantly go out and go with somebody who has that. It's never going to be me, okay? Because we both know honestly that I do not have money. Like, seriously, it's either being brainwashed by completely false likely listening or have like mud in their ears to falsely not listen to not freaking no sense anymore. Like, seriously, this has been my years of my life that I have to deal with everyone. Pretty much individually. That I have to deal with everyone, okay? It's not like I have to go on with my business life or whatever I have to deal with, like my personal life that I'm trying to deal with. It's just that when I never get a good time, it's just that people need to stop, okay? There's going to be a time where people need to stop. Because, I mean, there comes to a point of time where I am trying to keep handling my mental health very strong and fast without having it to spark off. Because I mean, if it goes off again, I swear to God that I am never talking on Discord again. I really am never going to. Because I mean, if they were my fans, why break the rules? That's one thing or a few things that should listen from this story. So, without that being said, that let's just talk about the computer thing because I know I'm getting a little bit pissed anyway to move on with my life anyway. So let's just move on with the TV computer thing. So, with the TV computer, yes, I probably am going to play some games. Damn, my fucking nose. So, what I meant to say about the TV computer is that yes, I'm going to play some games on my TV computer when it's recording time when I do them. But when it's not recording time, I physically do them alone to play because I prefer to play those type of games that I would rather play myself. I mean, I'd rather deal with one person, but when it's everyone, I can't deal with everything, okay? It gives me so much stress that I can't physically think fast, that I can't think anymore when there's too many people at a time because I would rather talk to one person at a time. That's it, okay? So, I just want to say, for the sake of the record, is that I am making things straight with some people that's just a little bit similar to the Discord people. That they need to start learning to either grow some balls or go outside. Because, I mean, those are the only things that they need to learn about. Is either learn my respective choices or they could suffer the consequences. Because, I mean, I'd be instantly like the person who's entered in the White House. Seriously, I will smack the face that fast if no one doesn't listen very quickly. Because I mean, trust me, I'm not a person who's going to probably go on about by saying is like, oh no no no, I don't hear any of that. I don't want to hear this from my ears right now. I don't want to hear any of it at all. Okay. So I gotta say, with likely the best things that's gonna happen with my gaming stuff is that well, either one, I probably am going to likely enjoy some stuff that's gonna probably be good, and will actually test the sound bar to see if any of it's gonna be good. Because I mean, trust me, I probably am gonna say this is that yeah, it's just gonna probably be anyway. Which for once, by the way, yeah, I just probably want to say is I hope that you guys do understand to hopefully enjoy the video. What I'm talking about is I hope that you guys enjoy this from here from a lesson that people should learn a lesson because I mean, if not, too bad. So, without that being said, I probably am happy for like 600 subscribers that I really am appreciated, even though it's a little bit early to begin with, which I know it's kind of a bit early or whatever to reach, but it's fine anyways. Early, on time, late, they're kind of the same thing. So, without that being said, is that I am Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, and also about the break I'm mentioning right now, that I actually will bring up, by the way, for right now, is that the reason why I'm going to be on a break on my main channel is because I need to take a break. Because for one, I need to pretty much likely calm my nerves of my mental health. I really instantly am going to have my mental health calmed down. Because the reason why I want my mental health not to go too much is because I don't want to have too much pressure that's going to be inflecting my life or a little bit of things that might have me a little bit frustrating with my time, which I don't want people to get me angry. Okay? I've been literally dealing with my life for so many years. That's just literally have a lot of things to do. Literally. I mean, sure, I may have some ton of bit of fights from there and there, from a little bit of like exposes or whatever. But like I said, it's gonna be enough when it's gonna be enough. That's just the only thing that I ain't a stupid person anymore. I actually am being mature of being immature that much. Of being responsible adult like everybody should have be responsible adults. Not completely be like, oh, we're gonna completely screw things up. Blah, blah, blah. Don't want to hear any of that. Okay? Just don't want to hear any of that. So that's just what I want to say for the sake of the record is that, yeah, I probably will be alone on Discord, which I will want to be alone on Discord for right now. And then goes to the same thing with my main channel, which my main channel isn't going to go anywhere. It remains to constantly stay on a break. After when the deadline is passed, but between February or March, you know, when the deadline is probably around. Because I mean, trust me, I definitely want to deal with my mental health slowly as I can without jumping out the shit. Without jumping out. Okay? So without that being said, I just really want to be talking through all this and just talk through all the nonsense that I really want to be talking about from here and there is that yes, me and Iceheart will actually have to confirm some people that they need to understand that I'm into girls. That's final, and that's my final choice. And also remember, I don't care if it was about a test. I don't give two fucks about that. I don't give many fucks about that. Because seriously, I don't even care. It's already been false. Because I mean, seriously, I like dudes who are my dude friends. Just only friends, okay? Nothing else more. Nothing else more, okay? So just understand that and fully, completely understand is I don't want to keep suffering anymore on Discord. Because I mean, seriously, I've been through enough as it is. Sure, I maybe get pissed a lot, but like I said, it's going to have to be a word when real consequences are actually going to be in effect. That's going to be affected with many people. That they need to start learning their freaking head out of their ass. Literally. Seriously, a lot. Because, I mean, I'm coming from a guy that I'm, am fully respected as a person. As a very fully respected dude, person. Very likely to be a very great person in life. So remember, that's just it. And even though I'm just wanting to actually explain what I'm going on right now with Discord stuff and then my YouTube stuff in general, is that remember, I just want everybody to understand that I want things to be in a low profile with me on Discord, okay? I want to be on with my things to be, you know, what I'm talking about. That has to be on a low profile because I mean, I don't want to be a guy who responds too many DM messages on every single one because I mean, it causes instant trauma for people and also drama for the same times. So remember, again, it's going to be true. Don't even think it would be true. It just is. So without that being said, right now I got to get going. And just remember, guys, that my break is going to be on effect on February and March. Because, I mean, my separate channels, I kept saying constantly that I want to be on separate channels, that now I'm actually saying it final and period. So remember, when I'm going on my separate channels to make videos, that's when I'm going to probably be making videos there. For absolute amazing content that I'm still going to do. But when it's my main channel being on a break, I literally am going to be on a break. And also, people should be knowing this, by the way, that, Team Fortress 2 stuff could still remain being on my backup channel. It could still be on that option. You know, it just remains to stay on that option. If Iceheart already knows what I'm talking about, then there's going to be a lot of instant things I'm saying. That it's just going to be less reactions of Team Fortress 2 stuff. It really is going to be less. And I mean, just less. Less of reactions of it. And then new stuff will be more, 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 more. So thank you. Anyways, I'm not going to probably be responding on my first channel for a while until I need to have a break. I have to deal with my mental health. I have to deal with things outside of YouTube and, of case, outside of Discord as well. It's permanently going to happen full effect. And remember, I want Iceheart to be fully in charge whenever I'm out of Discord, okay? When I'm out of Discord, I want him to take responsibility, which even though I don't blame him, but I'm just saying that he probably needs to probably be very likely aware of his eyes, so that way that he can know that he can kick. With if some people are going to refuse to not listen, because refuse to listen, then consequences is going to be at the peril. That's it. So anyway, that being said, I'm probably going to get off right now, and I probably am going to rest my head right now, and will probably need to probably meditate or two, or maybe just relax. So that way I don't cause my blood pressure to go even higher. My blood pressure is going okay. It's just that when I hold my fist like this, it means I know I'm about to get angry. Because I need people to understand about how my body language is, when I'm doing this, okay? So thank you for understanding. And without that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Golden Devin-Foxy, remastered, and I will probably see you guys again in the next video. Thank you, everyone. Without that being said, I'll see you later. And also, yes, the new gaming thing is going to be confirmed, fully confirmed, and will be activated. That the TV computer will be continue to be recorded more. Even though for the old one is probably going to be for sale, or maybe probably be for somewhere, which I don't know if it's going to ever happen with that one. But you guys probably might be seeing that in the back or whatever, or probably might be not seeing it, because remember, it's a question mark of a mystery. That's either A, it's going to probably be sold, or two, it's going to probably be for something which I don't even know if it's going to be for something, or three, it's going to probably be, tossed somewhere in the dumpster. So there you go. That's just what I want to be saying for now. And without that being said, I'm Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, and I've barely talked a lot longer than I've expected to say, because the group of people in Discord on my chat refuse to listen to the rules, which I know they're going to listen to them now, which I hope that Iceheart will tell them to do that and listen fully directly. Because remember, that I can't always be the one responding on Discord at times. That I've said twice and 3 times in a row. That I can't always respond them. Even though that the new person was right. That the person said that, that I may never like, that you know what I'm talking about. You know physically what I'm talking about. So remember, again, do not break the rules, or me and Iceheart will do something about it. So yes, it's a serious warning, fully serious warning, that nobody should really be making a joke about. It's a serious thing. And again, for likely to say is I hope that you guys understand from where I'm coming from and for what I'm saying here. So without that being said, congratulations, we finally moved to another new generation that I could finally do gaming videos on a different monitor set that isn't like the old one. It's gonna probably be it's gonna probably be like the TV computer for one of those things, the TV computer. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you very much for enjoying this update. And all I know is I had a lot of things in mind about me explaining about Discord and probably everything else. That even if they were off topic, then this needs to probably be talked a lot more. That I'm talking about constantly, which I don't talk about it often. I'm just saying that it's just been 2 times about me mentioning this beyond BS that I have to explain anyway to address it. So remember, when I say I want to be in a low profile, it means I don't want to be responding too many DMs on them, okay? I am not a guy who is famous, who doesn't have a million subscribers, or even K subscribers, or a billion. I'm not that guy. I'm just a regular straight dude who knows life very well with YouTube that I just do for a living. Which, seriously, again, take my life seriously, okay? I am not wanting for money, okay? I'm not in for that. It would have been fine But like I said, I'm not in for money, okay? I don't care if people say it's like, oh, I'm your biggest fan. I want to give you money. Well, again, use your money for something else than giving me money. Because I'm not a person who's kind of likely not to be overseeingly blind by nonsense. Even if people refuse to listen. Then again, I don't know what to tell you about, okay? It's just nothing to talk. Literally, it's just a dusted saying of a saying, which means it's just not talking. So, this has been like 46 or 47 minutes, so I probably am going to get off anyway. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and I probably am not going to take it back for basically if I hear a real apology from people by saying that they'll never do it again, but if they still do it, you know that my mouth isn't going to talk because I am not going to be surprised anymore if this continues. Like, if this continues, I'm not going to talk. I'm going to let Iceheart do the job for me to have them kicked or maybe timed out. Because, I mean, again, I'm going to have a person, that's going to monitor everything. That I want the guy to pretty much likely, just to have Iceheart to definitely do what he's got to do, what he's got to do. Okay? I want him to do my job for me. Even though that this is going to be a new one-time thing for me anyway to like get my life a bit different or a little bit whatever I'm wanting to deal with right now. But when I say I'm doing things private, you know, again, I am going to be the one sometimes that needs to probably be alone. That I don't want to be the guy coming out publicly and by saying is like, oh, he's probably doing whatever, blah, 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 doing something on private. Well, again, seriously, everybody has a life. Even though if people do have whatever, especially, it's just that I want to be doing my own life. Even especially that I want to do my own life. It's not my job if I have to deal with everyone else's, okay? It's just me, me. And I want everybody to do them, 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 which means do your own life. That's it. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to get going for the next hour, and I probably am going to leave anyway. So remember, the 4 followings is like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. And also, I want Iceheart to know that, yeah, if he ever does want to be advertising my social media, he could only do the real one. He can only do real ones. He can only advertise the real stuff that I do. Especially if it's YouTube, then probably that. And then for whatever, if my things are private, I don't want him to monitor that. I mean, it's my own life that I would rather deal with because what I said is I've already been into girls. As for that final statement, really. So thank you, and I really want Iceheart to fully to understand that he definitely needs to probably do a little bit of different advising before otherwise. I mean, if I actually, I can't probably explain the next hour or so because it'll take wasting my time and my hour. So yeah, I really do again apologize for everybody's reason of why I had to come on and talk to this anyway. So yeah, I probably am gonna say is thank you very much for understanding, and I probably am gonna get going. So bye bye, guys. Golden Devin-Foxy Mastered is signing off or two. So thank you very much for enjoying this. And if I do things but privately, it means do not monitor what I'm doing because I actually am, just doing my own private time because I at least get my own free time that I don't physically do recording anyways. Because I mean, if I do recording, I do recording. But if I'm not recording, it means I'm doing something off recording, which is either A, that I'm just doing things whatever I'm doing usually that doesn't bore me, or two, or B, basically, that I am just watching TV like always, because I've always watched TV anyway, because I mean, physically, I probably am a smart person or two, that I'm already smart enough to know that. So yeah, I think Iceheart probably would need to do a little bit kind of better advertising on my social media that he probably would do a little bit differently better. So that's not only about the private things, it's only about when I say the real ones that he can do. I mean, when I say private, it means don't monitor what I'm doing. And then the real ones that he should probably be monitoring is that he should be monitoring the real ones. That's especially real videos that isn't about like nudity or whatever or yada yada yada. Like we all get that. We all seriously know that everybody has or whatever they got to deal with. So again, it probably wouldn't be my fault anyways. So without that being said again, is that thank you, bye bye, and I'll get off right now. And thank you very much for watching. And Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered. We'll see you guys again next time, and I'll probably see you in the next video. And my break is going to start right now between February and March. That it's going to take full effect. That I will be on my break on my main channel. And as for my separates, I will still constantly will work on them anyways, and will fully have them activated and work. So yeah, without that being said, I probably just need to be off or two and just reflect my mental health. Just be very careful for whatever, so that way it doesn't happen with my mental health. Because trust me, I fought this a long time. I really had. So thank you, and bye bye. See you later, guys. Peace out, and bye bye. Golden Den Foxing Master is signing off. Peace out.